Now, I don't know if you heard them that came in. Did you hear them cheering for Lex Luthor?
That's good.
But did you hear them cheering for Superman as well?
This is it. Make no mistake where you are. It's Kenny Loggins.
Where's all these people named Reserved?
Yeah, where did the reserved people go? Thanks for the small warm water.
We're trying to do it right here at FanX. Give me those small warm waters.
This could be, I think this is the biggest crowd we've ever had. Give it up.
Yes, first question from the person in the back there.
Good Lord.
If you could speak up.
What a this is probably my favorite con of the year. Pretty awesome. What do you call people from Utah?
Utahns.
Utahns. Yeah. Okay, I was like,
I call them awesome.
I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I figure that out? I was like, Utonians? Utonians.
It worked. It works. So, here's the thing. We're going to open up some questions for you guys. But before we do that, we want to talk, because you guys really piloted DC. Because your show started everything else. The Arrow, all that, the Flash. Did you realize the impact that you guys were going to have when you started Smallville?
I mean, no. We didn't really know, but, geez, sorry. Echo. We didn't, I don't think we really knew. I knew it was something special. Whether or not it was going to be successful, I'm not sure, but you got a great story about when you called your parents.
Oh yeah, because my parents were used to me doing things that failed. I mean, I almost didn't go to college, I almost didn't make it through college, I just not a lot of good going on. And so I never really brought up anything to my parents like, oh, watch this, because it was never that great. And I remember going in David Nutter, who directed Smallville and the pilot for pretty much everything you've seen, Arrow, the pilot for that, Game of Thrones, and amazing director. I went in there with, it's called looping, ADR, you guys know what that is? It's when you go in and re-record some voices or maybe an ow off camera. And he goes, I want you to see something. And I'm glad it was not what I was thinking it might have been. Because he's a director, right? Too much, too soon. And I saw the opening sequence to Smallville, the meteor shower, and young Clark, and young Lex, and I got goose. Look at this, my hair's standing up. Look at that. I didn't expect that. Wow, this is method talking.
It's almost like you mean it.
I mean it. And he showed me this, and I go, oh my God. And I got on the phone, I go, Mom, Dad, people are gonna recognize me, I think. This is good. Oh, come on, Michael. How good is this? Like that independent movie you did 2 years ago? It's not a real movie if it's called an independent movie. I'm like, no, this is gonna be on TV, Dad, and I'm gonna be bald. Goodbye. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was, that's when I thought this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be a big show.
Well, it was only huge because you guys watched it, and all those other shows. Shows that did sort of come behind in a way only exist because you guys watch it. So thank you guys.
I think we should get residuals from like Arrow and The Flash and all these shows now because Smallville was sort of that, what do you call it, the flagship? Is that what you call it?
Sure.
Temple.
Sure.
Temple.
You don't get residuals.
Temple. But seriously, it was like the first. It was the first of like all these. They really took it serious and they put a lot of money into it. So, you know.
Do you guys get to this day? I mean, when I think of Superman, Lex Luthor, you come to my mind first. That's it was really a big introduction to me, and that's how it goes through. Do you find that how we watch the other people portray your characters? Because I feel like they're your characters. Do you ever go ahead and go, I would have done that different, or they should still be using me?
Oh my God! You know, I'm at the age now, I think Tom is too, where I think when you're younger, you're like, oh, I could do that, or why wasn't it? And now we're just sort of acting, it's such a hard profession to get into. So seeing people work, and if you find out they're actually good people, like Stephen Amell is a friend of ours. He's just a great guy. And seeing him work, but Dave Bautista and Michael Rooker, these are all friends of ours, and they're just great guys, and seeing, that makes me happy. But, people are always like, hey, what do you think of Jesse Eisenberg? And I go, I worked with Jesse, and he's a great actor. And they're like, don't you think your portrayal is better? I'm like, I think he's a great actor. I think he did a great job.
I think I find myself rooting for everybody more now.
Yeah, root.
Because everybody's trying to do good stuff. It's hard.
All right, we're gonna open up the microphone and have some questions for you guys.
And Gene Hackman's my favorite, by the way. He's my
favorite Lex too. Oh, hi, right here. Wonder Woman.
You don't have to walk anywhere. They just picked you right here? Okay.
So my question's for Michael. I just want.
Michael.
How did you get into the mindset to play such a realistic, genuine, not too villainy, but not too good Lex?
Is that how you did it?
I think you have to be my father and my mother, and then that would explain. I just got the role. I read it, and I was like, this guy has some daddy issues. He's got, there's all sorts of, and I just embraced things, embraced real life, and also I didn't want to become like, people were like, oh, what are you gonna, I didn't want to watch Gene Hackman and do what Gene Hackman did. I wanted to just read the lines, play it real, be genuine, and hope you guys liked it, and that was it. So, I was scared.
I think it was also like Alan Miles, the guys who created the show, they wrote it very grounded, very realistic, so it was written very well, which helped sort of ground it, like I said.
Yeah, and also pace yourself. I can't get evil episode 1. You can't do Superman episode. So you're like, wow, this show could go on for X amount of years. So I was like, some episodes I'd call the guys and say, I don't know, this seems a little too, they go, but you're gonna play it the opposite way. So when you read something evil, if you play it the opposite, even though there's some underlying evil to it or malevolence or whatever, it's, I think that's what's important. Not playing it with the curling the mustache. Have you guys seen him somewhere? Where? I'm like, how are they seeing our facial expressions? Oh, right there! Yeah. Here, I'm gonna go right here. Pretty big. A jib? Yeah. This is called a jib. Turn the camera this way. No, down. You're naughty. Sorry. All right. You just jumped in a can of Reeves. Next question.
Would you be willing to share how wearing or seeing the symbol of hope has brought some hope into your own lives?
The symbol of wearing the symbol of hope has brought hope into your own life. What's the symbol of hope?
Of our FanX, and that's the first time we've ever had to do a spit take right there. First time.
But maybe you shouldn't be giving your guests vodka!
Or not enough! That's the...
symbol of hope. How's the symbol of hope?
But why isn't it an H?
Yeah,
that's a symbol of hope. Maybe it's the hope of symbol.
Yeah, so it's affected us greatly. Especially our memories. I think one of the things that playing both their characters was trying to figure out where these guys are coming from, what they have, what they're supposed to be, their identity, what they were supposed to be growing up. And hopefully you guys grew up a little bit with those characters as well. So that's kind of what I took.
Yeah, and that there is good in the world. You know, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. You turn on the news and it's all bad and it brings you down. And there's so much disease and all these things that you need hope. You need hope. You need hope that he doesn't have a cold and it's contagious. You need hope that the people are really good inside. That there's good in them. They don't start out as evil. You know what I mean? I think it's just good to see the good side in people and things in life. And you can find them because they're everywhere.
Our next question, and good luck. Good luck.
This question is especially for Tom, but for both of you. Tom, with you making your TV comeback on Lucifer, did both of you find it difficult coming back to television characters after playing such iconic characters for 10 years?
No. Because I didn't take a break. It just, it sort of lined up really well. It was fun to play a character different. I mean, there were parts of looking at Clark, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that way. So I just tried to change some things. He hasn't had caffeine in like 4 days.
I know, it was crazy. For me, it was easy. I just grew my hair back. I was able to do stuff. But you know, what's funny is Tom's told me this, because I wanted to do comedy, and I was always joking around, and obviously now, but Greg Beeman said this, because once you grow your hair out, you can do different things. But Al said something to me like a couple weeks ago. He said, don't forget the drama side. Don't forget you playing dark characters and playing more dramatic roles. You don't always have to be funny. So for the rest of this panel, I'm going to be very serious. Very sincere. Thank you very much for your question. Good day. What movie is that from? Good day, sir! You mess with the Disney looking drinks, which now need to be sterilized. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Well, there's another one too. Remember when they're in the fizzy lifting drinks? And he's like, he goes, burp, Charlie, burp, it's the only way. Not a boy, Charlie. Burp, Charlie.
I can say that I honestly did not see that coming. You could ask me 100 years. I would never have thought we've been doing burps up here from Charlie Hickinson. Next question.
I feel like I'm at home with my sons.
Mom, get it together. Learning from you. From watching you. Now get off the grass.
Okay, so Michael, in real life when you're dating, and Tom when
He's dating?
No, we don't date.
Michael and Tom, when you're dating, he picks up the check.
So close. You're a jerk, Mom. You embarrassed me for the last time.
No, when you're when you're dating girls or men, whatever it is.
I don't know why you said that, but hey, it's a free world. Love thy neighbor.
I just met him.
Yes, men or women, whatever we're dating.
Yes, and Tom, your fiance or whatever. Do you guys go for the sweet vanilla like Lana, or do you go for more of the wild cherry like Lois?
How about that dirty black canary? It's no lemon, too. F-bombs.
We can't, yeah.
Yeah. There's some children out here, right? Is there any kids? There you are. She's like, yay!
That's the nicest way to answer that.
I want somebody who's like kind, who has a good heart, who's not going to leave me, who I feel safe with, who doesn't want me for my money, even though I don't have near as much as Lex Luthor, who doesn't mind that I drive a conversion van, listen to 80s music constantly, don't leave the house, and have a little depression.
I don't even think the girl who like recognized you from like your ball days was like, I recognize him. He's rich. He's got a lot. He's a billionaire. Did you know he's a billionaire? It's knowing the difference. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they know the difference. Like, he doesn't even own a suit. This guy's a Lex Luthor.
My cheeks hurt from smiling.
Now it's gonna get worse. I haven't even jumped down there and talked to people yet. Yeah, what's the white face?
It's all cracking because they're laughing so much. They're like, oh my God!
What is that? It's from a video game? Hey, look, if it's not ColecoVision or Atari, I don't know it. How are you? Are you shy? It's okay, you can be shy. Say one word. Say hi, Tom. You're laughing, I can see you smile. Say something. She's a little shy. I'm gonna come back to you. You figure this out. Come on, give me a hug. Get over here. Hi, how are you? Hi. Ask Tom a question. Go on, ask him something.
Okay, I kind of forgot my train of thought just for a second. First off, I freaking love your show. Thank you so much for coming here. You made my entire 25 years of life.
Thank you.
There tends to be this argument between like the first half of the show and the second half of the show. Which do you prefer?
I don't know if I prefer one or the other, but there was sort of like a shift. We kind of joked on set that it was Smallville turned into Metropolis. Easy to go strong. I like them both. I think the first 5 years were really fun because it was so new, to be honest. And then the last 5 years was, I'm like, wait, what's this jacket? The Blur? What does that mean? Oh, I see what you guys are doing. We're doing it, but we're not doing it. Okay, I get it. So there was a lot of that toward the end, but yeah, the beginning was fun because it was fresh. Yeah. Also, we didn't have Lex Luthor for a lot of the other ones.
Hey, Tom.
Go for Michael.
Guess what I'm doing?
Okay.
You know what I'm doing right now? I'm going to the back of this place and finding the one person who doesn't want to talk. And I think I found them. Oh, yeah. You. I sit back here. There's a bunch of reserve seats. Look at me. Come on. There's all these reserve seats and no one's sitting there. What's your name? Matt. Matt, did you watch Smallville? Awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome if he was like, nope. Just for you to sit down for a minute. Are you enjoying yourself?
I always enjoy myself with that.
What's your favorite episode of Smallville?
That's a hard one.
What about the episodes?
Wire, because I could name like 20 that sucked. Yeah, man, there was that one with the principal that just was not good. What was that called? It was just terrible. But yeah, there were a lot of good ones. I mean, out of hundreds of episodes, you're gonna have a shardy one. None? You are. How much do I owe you? I'm exhausted. Here, this is reserved for you.
No question.
That is a walk, bro. It is. I'm winded.
We have almost 5,000 people in here to see you two.
5,000? What do you do with 5,000 people?
You try to let them ask some questions, I think.
Yeah. That's a good idea. All right, ask the question. Who's next? All right, we got to do it quick so people can get the questions.
My friend.
Oh, yeah. How are you? Let me hear this.
Okay, so I have a question. Supermom and Supergirl want to know, the two of you, Lex and Clark, how did being on the show change your lives, and what's your favorite part of being Lex and Clark?
That's a great question.
Those are two questions.
Well, they're both great. Tom, go ahead. How did this change your life, Tom?
Well, I mean, it was really good going back after doing that show. It opened up a lot of opportunities to do other things. It elevates your quality of life, that's for sure. Hopefully you learn a couple some things along the way. And then I got to meet Michael. That was really good. What was the second question?
If you've ever seen me naked.
Yes.
That's true. Not by his choice. Why are you in my trailer naked, Rosenbaum? I don't know. I can't find the wardrobe guy. Great question. Thank you. It was life changing. I mean, to do a show like this, honestly, if you look around, you see 5,000 people here to talk to you.
Yeah, no, I didn't have 5,000 people wanting to hear anything I had to say before the show.
No. And after today, we won't again.
Yeah, this is it. This is our only chance.
I'm going to rewind this and play it over and over at my house with my friends. People liked me, see?
This will be your wallpaper.
Well, it should be my wallpaper. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, look at my little Lex Luthor. Let me just touch your head. I know Sarah. We've talked before. God, that feels good. It feels kind of like my ass. Look at my little... Sorry. You want to see that, Tom? You take a picture of yourself or us?
He's taking a picture, everybody. There's so many people here.
That's so good. That's so good.
Michael, Tom just wanted me to ask you this question. He said, do you ever get jealous because he's so good looking?
Yes, it was very hard to... Imagine you're in Smallville and you're sitting in the trailer, the makeup trailer at 6 in the morning, and they're spray painting your head with all these layers of makeup, and your skin's raw, and then the makeup artist nicks you with a razor. Blood's just dripping down your face like one of the pages out of the Fangoria magazine. And you're just like, oh my gosh, this beautiful guest star is sitting next to you, just looking at me like, you don't have a chance. And then Tom walks in an hour and a half later and just like, he just walks in and sits down, and the makeup artist's like, oh yeah, you're good, Tom. You don't need anything. That's my Stallone. It wasn't easy, you know. Tell you what, looking at him every day, he's like the greatest looking guy in the world. Ain't nobody better looking than this guy. He's the best. Alright, it's just too big. I don't know where to go. That's what they said. Alright, who's next, young man?
You guys are amazing. We love you.
Thank you.
Next question.
My question is, what is the best prank that either you pulled on set or was pulled on you?
Oh, photo.
I was trying to think of something that we haven't said before.
No, it's not video.
He's doing a panoramic, guys.
I already have that. Pranks. We've told stories before of other pranks, and I don't want to repeat those, even though they're really funny. Yeah, maybe you guys have heard of them. Well, one time in Michael's trailer, he got to work and somebody had what looked like taken a really big dump in his trailer, but what he didn't know, it was like a chili, like Snickers concoction that I had put in there, and had one of our big electrician transport guys walk out of the trailer. His name was Big Al. Just as Michael got there, he was like, "Sorry, Rosemont, hope you don't mind." And it's just like that steaming dump in your trailer. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Tom's laughing his ass off. His response.
We did things like we'd have this is sort of a mean one, but we had a new guy on set, in the camera department, and I kind of caught him. He was real nervous, and we were kind of looking around all day trying to figure out what's going on. And anyway, I passed him outside. He was like, "Hey man, can I borrow your scissors?" And he's like, "What do you need? I can cut it for you." And I'm like, "No man, just give me your scissors for a second." He goes, "I can't give actors sharp things." And he was like looking around. There was no one else there. I'm like, "Dude, who told you that?" And he's like, "Everybody." Like in the green room today, there's no knives. There's only forks.
Because we can just go at any moment.
I don't know what this is. I hate my life! So of course, I got him to give me the scissors, and I pretended like I cut myself, and he screamed. He thought he was gonna, lose his job, but everything was fine, and he was able to loosen up after that. So, I just give people heart attacks and let them relax.
Tom harassed me when I was directing an episode. I'm working really hard. I'm trying to impress the crew and everybody that I could do this, I could direct, I could do it. And one of the actresses, her belt broke, and then the dolly grip broke, and then I was like an hour and a half, 2 hours behind. Tom comes storming on set. Rosenbaum, what are you doing, man? We're already late. I gotta get out of here. What the heck? And I just remember looking at Ramon, and I just go, "Shut up!" Oh, Stanley Kubrick over here. He's directed 2 episodes. He knows everything. It's like, I'm doing my best here. I got problems. Actors is breaking stuff. Dolly grip's breaking. He's like, dude, I'm totally kidding.
I had heard that he was running behind, and I mean, it was fine, but I knew that he was going to be stressed out. So I thought I'd go in there and just really mess with him, just to let him get out. He got it all out, and he felt better.
Yeah. And when Tom, it's funny because Tom always tells a story, but when Tom is upset about something on set, because look, you're there, it's like family every day. You're there, he's there 16 hours a day for 10 years, 10 months a year. You have bad days like anybody, and he's just like, he would tell me he'd be so pissed at something. He's like upset, they're not ready, the scene's not going. He's just sitting there and he's fuming. And for some reason, I'd walk on set and I'd be pissed at something. And that would make everything better. He loved seeing me stressed or upset. I'd go, "Why aren't we shooting?" He's like, Rosenbaum's a mess.
It's like we both couldn't occupy the same, like stages of anger at the same time. We couldn't help. We kind of helped each other that way. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Go ahead.
Next question.
Okay, so my question's for Tom. Besides Smallville, what's the favorite project you've worked on?
I like Draft Day a lot. I think I've said it to a couple people here. Not that I don't like anything else except maybe one, but Draft Day is really strange to me. I was in the movie. I've seen the movie, but it's been on TV, and when it's on, I'm always like, oh yeah. I'm always surprised when Kevin Costner figures out what to do at the end. I don't know why I'm surprised. Every time, I'm like, how's he gonna?
How many times do you watch your own movie?
I'm not really in it that much, but I've probably seen it 10 or 15 times.
Really? Really?
Really? That was real.
I can testify that that's real. Another first for FanX, everybody. Another first.
It was not real. Why does this microphone smell like eggs?
Hey, look, the girl broke.
Supergirl. It does not smell. I'm on a healthy diet. Go ahead, Supergirl.
Thanks. Hi, guys. So I have a question for you. You've had a really rich career with producing and directing and doing panels. What's something that you haven't done before that maybe makes you a little bit nervous that you'd like to try in the future?
What would you like to do? Because I tried.
My answer wasn't appropriate. I gotta think of a second.
For me, last year I went on stage like 50 times doing stand-up comedy in LA, and I loved it. It's the hardest in the world. But to go up there and give 20, 25 minutes at the Comedy Store on a Saturday night was the most challenging. And then I started a band for fun, and because I always wanted to do it. I'm not a great musician, but The Sandwich. Thank you. We're going to change the name, I think. The Sandwich. Do you like The Sandwich? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, Tom said the double sandwich. He Instagrammed me. Hold on a second. I want your honest opinion. Don't lie. Okay, I'm asking. This is honest opinion. Don't worry. Scream yes if you love the name The Sandwich. Scream no if you don't.
It's official.
Fuck you, Carl. Sorry for the F-bomb. I never use that. I don't know where that came from. I really don't. Anyway, what do you want to try that you would push you? Because you've directed, you've produced, you've acted, you've gotten married, you've done a lot of things in your life. You really have. What is something that you're like, oh, I'm so scared, I don't know if I could do it. I would just
Have a baby!
I would love to come to Fan X again. I'm gonna be the only person who's done like 5 years in a row.
In a row, I've done this is my second, but I haven't done it in a row. This is my, yeah, I'll join you.
So, if you play video games, do you play with inverted or non-inverted?
Is that like a belly button question?
Is that like it's from Top Gun?
Inverted is like first person or no? What is inverted mean? What does it mean? Oh, like I like. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I like when I'm playing when I push up, I want the gun to go up. Down, I want it to go down. I don't want like opposites. What do you think? Like a pilot, when you push up, it goes down.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever modified anything other than when it's just there. That's how I play it.
So then you like inverted.
Yeah, I guess.
What's your favorite ColecoVision game? Or Nintendo, old Nintendo? Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out was fun.
Jaws?
I never got him.
I did. I beat the hell, but I cheated. Up, up, down, down, right, left, something like that. What? Contra? I love Contra.
He was
Joker, I love the Joker. Look at that creepy Joker right there in the middle of nowhere. Just all these normal, well, somewhat normal people. No, I love him. I didn't say he's not a nice guy, but he's
He didn't tell
creepy
any
as hell.
jokes.
You didn't what?
He didn't tell any jokes.
And he's a Joker, he
He
should.
didn't tell any jokes. He was just a really nice guy.
Good luck.
When you were filming those incredibly romantic scenes with the stunning Kristen or the beautiful Erica, were you ever tempted to deliberately screw up so you'd have to do another take?
My answer would be no, because a lot of those scenes, it takes a lot of trust with the other person. And believe it or not, it looks very different than what it is you're doing in real life. There's like a lot of weird people ogling, and it's weird when other people ask you to do, can we just do one more, just see what happens? Like the director's like, just one more, we got a little time. And it's like, no, like we just go on.
It is kind of like a, there's a respect, there's a professional quality to it, but I mean, look. I'm gonna level with you. I'm just gonna be honest here, I don't care. I'm not here to lie to people. I mean, if you're in a scene with a good-looking person who is attractive, who actually kisses well, it doesn't suck. Another take? Great, how about a breath mint? Here we go. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's part of the gig. Usually it's work, but every once in a while, hey, that was nice. Supple and sweet and soft and...
Kind of like when Clark saves Lex from his Porsche.
Yeah, your lips were supple and soft. And your breath is minty fresh. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for leveling with us, being honest.
Yeah, because most people are... Well, no, by the way, you're a consummate professional. I am too, but at the same time, it was just like, hey, today you're doing the kissing scene with Kristen. I'm not like, that sucks. I'm like, I turn around, oh, cool, thanks, man, thanks, John. And then I turn around and I go, yes. Just to myself, no one else, yes.
Don't tell you
yes. Sweet. We're all good friends. I mean, Kristen still emails me and stuff. And, we're friends. We do. When she came to the town, we go out to dinner. We're just friends. That's all.
Really?
Yeah, we're buddies.
Hi, my name's Kai. Lovely to meet you guys.
Is your name Kai or Kai?
Kai.
Kai.
Hi, Kai.
Hi, Kai. Are you from Dubai?
Are you hi, Kai?
She's high as a Kai.
What process do you guys enjoy more, preparing for TV shows or movies?
What process do we use?
Do you guys enjoy more?
I mean, they're just different. I don't really compare them. There's a lot more time in between things when you do films, and you have less time between things when you do television. So it's a little different. I mean, and you shoot more pages of dialogue in television, and so it's a timing thing. You sort of, coming off of Smallville, always kind of like go, and then going to do like a Cheaper by the Dozen, where you only work 8 hours a day, and there's so many kids running around. I was like, this is easy.
See, that's how I feel.
I was like, no one's paying attention to me.
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
Movie.
You have, like, 2 hours before every scene.
It's easier.
Yeah.
With a movie, it's just like you have 3 months or whatever, and you just kind of know your lines. With TV, it's like you're learning your lines for the next episode, If you have, so it's constantly going. So it's.
Where are you guys going?
Where are you going there? You've had enough? You want to ask a question first? No?
All they wanted to know is how you felt about kissing scenes, and now they're leaving.
Yeah. They answered the Kristen Krug question. See ya.
Emily!
Hi.
That's Emily. She's a sweetheart.
I like your shirt, Emily.
Inside of You, my podcast. Anyone listening to it? That's it? Did you guys gotta listen to it? I interviewed him.
We should have done one here, like on this.
We should do a live one of these things. Check it out.
Next time you guys come, because you're coming back, we'll do a podcast right here on the
Awesome, because
stage.
you get the reaction.
Yeah, Inside of You, Michael Rosenbaum. It's free on iTunes. I interview him, Stephen Amell, Dave Bautista, Rooker. It's like therapy for all of us. Let me know. Tweet me. I'll tweet you back. Let me know what you think. Tweet you back. Thank you. You're my hero. Hi, Emily. Sorry for ruining your moment.
It's fine. So I love the podcast, by the way. And what's been the hardest episode of Smallville to film?
Always the big ones.
I think it was always the funeral stuff. Whenever we had funerals, those were always things that were just, because it's like, those are hard days, because you kind of get in that headspace of loss and all those things. Those are hard. Those are a lot of baggage those days.
Did I ever show you the little video I made behind the scenes of Jonathan Kent's funeral?
I don't think
When
so.
like Steve the wardrobe guy falls on his ass on the ice. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, and we're both like just messing around.
that's right.
I'm gonna let you see it, and then maybe I'll put it online.
Claus, he was running around with the
Yeah, I did a video. I put music behind it. It's really good. I got a bunch of stuff like that. I'll let you see it
I have
first.
the video of you saving the helicopter from the snowmobile.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Tell them that story.
So we go up and I forget what we remember. I don't know if you guys remember where Clark goes up into the glaciers and the Fortress of Solitude comes out. And well,
Season 6. I know season 6.
we had 3 helicopters working that day, and during lunch, it was really cool because they brought us up in helicopters, ran us around on snowmobiles, and then took us out to the set when they dropped us off because they didn't want snow tracks because I guess it's really expensive for the post to get rid of tracks in the snow. I don't know. Anyway, at lunch, one of the guys on the snowmobiles was zipping around, and the helicopters were all parked. This is the long version apparently, and the guy falls off this huge 3-person snowmobile, and the throttle gets locked, and it's going about 2 miles an hour, probably about as far back as this stage, as this auditorium goes. About 2 miles an hour, it was actually going that way, and it's headed toward the helicopter that's parked. And Rosenbaum, I look up and I'm like, that's not gonna be good. By the time I finish saying that, Rosenbaum's up with a bad back running 3 feet of snow like this, and he runs and he's like, I'm like, oh my, I don't know if he's gonna make it. And he dives on, literally, I have it on video, he dives on the snowmobile, hits the throttle, and the thing just kind of stops just before. He's like, save the helicopter.
Okay. Now, as you're cheering and it seems like it's brave, let's really think about it. I'm not saving anyone's life. I mean, would anybody die?
You, probably, because
Yeah.
those things would have collided. You're the first one.
Michael Rosenbaum, famous from Lex Luthor on Smallville, died trying to save a helicopter. He was the only one killed. There were no one near him.
Empty helicopter.
He's an idiot.
More news itself. That's what would have happened. Afterwards, I was like, what did I do?
Well,
I was trying to get out of the show at that
and
point.
your back wasn't good at the time. And so after all the adrenaline went down, you were like,
I like it when this was happening, you had time to videotape it.
oh yeah, we're just gonna, yeah.
Roosevelt's gonna die! I'm gonna get this
You got it, buddy! You got it!
Keep going! Fly! Fly, Sims! Oh, you're not Sims. You can't fly, you're next loser.
And then we had to spend the rest of the day with everybody going like, oh, I guess let's just save the day, huh?
I was upset it never made the news.
That was the same trip where you got in the shower with Barry.
Thanks for bringing that up. All right, here's the story. There's this guy, Barry, he's a DP on
This goes
the
back to your prank question.
Okay, so Barry's the DP, one of the DPs on Smallville. He's this little Irish limerick, okay? He's just always like, oh, Michael, how are you? Good to see you.
It's gonna be a fine day.
Fine day, you sheep-stealing, hooting bastard. And he's awesome, and we love him. And we're all sharing this giant chalet to shower and stuff later, some of the crew guys. So I come in there later, and there's one guy sitting in the front entrance of this, like, and I go, hey, who's here? He goes, oh, just Barry's taking a shower. And I go, so Barry's all lathered up. I go into the bathroom, and he's just lathered up. Couldn't get away with this nowadays. He's lathered up, soap, and singing Irish spring songs. And I don't know, I thought it was funny. It was years ago. I couldn't get away with it now, but I got completely naked. It wasn't a homosexual thing. It was just a thing.
It was a coworker thing.
I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. And I snuck in the shower, right up to Barry, but didn't touch him, had a good foot in between us. And just went softly, I said, could you pass me the soap now?
Because I heard about this, and then I saw Barry like the next week. I'm like, so Barry, tell me about the shower. And he goes, oh, Dom, he got me. He got me good.
And that story just has gone from set to set. People tell that story. They love it. The old Levy Rosenbaum shower blast. Oh, never forget that one, y'all.
All right, we have time for one last question. Go ahead.
So I've never actually seen anything from Smallville. You were the voice of
It's a
Wally
Smallville
West.
panel.
No, you were the voice of Wally West in Justice League.
Tom's never listened.
So you've been cracking jokes nonstop this whole time. How much of the humor of Justice League Wally West was you, and how much was the script?
You know, Bruce, Tim, and those guys who wrote all that stuff and directed it, Andre Romano, they just let me go in there and have fun. I mean, what was scripted, I usually say what was scripted, but I'd add things every once in a while. But it was just kind of my personality a little bit, as much as I could. But I couldn't get, yeah. But it was always a little me. I think there's a lot of everybody when they're doing a part, When he's doing a part, there's a lot, there's probably a lot of Tom. I don't know in Clark if there was a lot of Tom. I think you were really Clark. You weren't really Clark. Tom's nothing like Clark.
No.
See, so that was really acting for you. I was really Lex. I was crazy, yo.
I think both of us in real life were a little more relaxed than both those characters were. Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, guys, we're running down at the end of time, but we want to do this. Tom said we'd do this.
Do it.
Mike, you might want to do this too. They're going to do a video on their phone of you guys, and we're going to have you cheer for Lex Luthor or Superman, so they can get this. That way they can remember FanX and how much FanX loves them.
We love you guys, seriously.
Are you guys ready? Yeah, okay, ready? For those of you who love Superman, yell now.